How about now?
They told me bust out my AP, perfect game. Got them big piece up on my neck and steady shine.
It's not how to run my Julie 16 time, man. I went and got that new make back. Grinding.
Sorry about that,
Ooh.
Chad. We got disconnected from the stream. I hope you heard Rafa's speech on Shador Sanders, because it was good until he made some crazy proclamation for 275 passing yards. Anyway.
Oh, don't when we get three, don't hop on the bandwagon when we get three though.
Anyway, what I was saying, Raf, was that I don't think Shador even has to break 200 passing yards. I think as long as he doesn't turn the ball over, as long as he completes 65% of his passes around there, as long as he takes care of the football and he, just doesn't make a mistake, that defense can carry him. And that's all he really has to do. If I don't think they even need to really win. A win would help, but just don't play awful. Have a high completeness percentage. Show that you can get rid of the ball faster. That's one of the critiques they have on him. He holds the ball too long. Show that you can get rid of the ball faster. Show that you're improving. Make small adjustments. Don't try to do too much, because yes, maybe he does try to do 275 passing yards and 3 touchdowns. What if he goes for 3 picks, 150 yards, and 45% passing? That's completion. That's awful. So don't take the risk. Just
You bench him forever.
yeah, exactly.
bench
And
him
you don't
forever.
want that. Right now, I think Dylan Gabriel hasn't proved himself to be the starter going forward. So just keep the boat steady. Just play your lane. Let Myles Garrett do what he gotta do. Try to win the football game, because that'll go a long ways against the Raiders. And then you'll probably stay in that position until further notice.
Before Clown Rod talks, I want to say something regarding that. I can shake your hand with that statement. I understand, but listen, I'm not like this guy right there, whatever side he is. I'm not the guy with the blue shirt. I'm not a moral victory guy. That's not me. We are trying to take Dylan Gabriel's job, and we are trying to make the league know where we are. Clowns like the guy in the blue shirt, that's what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to take whatever hate they want to say, and we're going to put it against them, because God forbid we do exactly what you're saying right now, Jay. 150 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions, good completions. What do you think the clowns like this guy in the blue shirt is going to say? Oh, he's just doing what Dylan Gabriel's already been doing. Like, what's the point of that? No, this is a statement game. This is a game that you need to prove yourself. This is his one opportunity. Last game wasn't an opportunity. He finally gets his first team reps. This is actually an opportunity of his. Obviously, if it goes down south, then I'm wrong. And on to the next team. Or maybe even I don't even know if he gets another opportunity for a while. But that's my opinion. No moral victories. You got to go, attack, and get the job.
Agreed.
Let me zone off now. Go ahead, talk, Matt.
Just real quick,
I'm listening,
boys.
Matt. I'm listening.
When on DraftKings and the odds for this 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a Cleveland Browns win. If I put $10 on that gets me 330.
So what's the plus? What's the plus? That's gotta be like plus what?
So it's
14,
plus 3,200.
3,200 odds. 250.
If I
and
bet
200.
$100, that gets me $3,300.
All right. So here, let's look at this. Right. So if Shador throws 2 touchdowns and 250 yards, most likely they're gonna win that football game against the Raiders. Again, especially with that defense. Listen, that's a quick come up. $10 to 300, 100 to $3,000. That's a come up if you really believe in Shador. That's all I'm saying.
Raf really believes.
That's not bad. And listen,
I
Raf,
should see it.
He's gay. Look who's back. Honestly, if he because again, it's the Raiders, right? It's the Raiders. They can easily just play like absolute crap, it could be a couple of misassignments and one screen route goes for 75, 80 yards, you know what I mean? So we can, that's not a crazy, bet, to be honest. 252 to passing touchdowns.
No, you're right, J. Rod. It shouldn't be crazy for the former Heisman Trophy candidate there, 5th round pick, That should have gone top 5, maybe top 1 in some people's eyes. No, it shouldn't be crazy against the 24th ranked Raiders defense. Shouldn't be crazy. Shouldn't be crazy to score more than 16 points, which is what the Browns are averaging this year. That shouldn't be crazy. Against that Raiders defense, like I said, that shouldn't be crazy. And Raf says no moral victories, J-Rod. No moral victories. Well, he started his little soliloquy there by saying, I like that last drive. That last drive was everything I needed to see to show me that, look, there's something there. Wait, but that last drive resulted in what?
It resulted in the turnover.
It resulted in a loss. It resulted in a loss. It resulted in not getting the job done. The ref can talk all this about no more victories, but he pointed out one right there. Look, Shedeur was awful.
Cam said you're glazing, and he's throwing 10 touchdowns.
Cam doesn't know what he's talking about either. Another guy just
Cam a
looks
Shedeur
at
guy?
people like Raf. Is he?
Is Cam a Shedeur guy?
Oh, you guys talking to me? I'm not paying attention to the clown with the blue shirt.
I thought
talking
you
to
were the president of the Shedeur fan club.
I am. You guys know this.
Look, he didn't look good, and sure, I'll give him that he didn't have any first team reps. I'll give you that. This is it. This is the biggest game that Shedeur Sanders will ever play in.
I will say that,
Ever.
Raf. I will say that, like,
Ever?
well, not well.
Ever.
Up to
Because
this
if Shedeur
moment of his
Sanders
career.
is awful on Sunday.
Then I
that
agree with
Raiders
you.
team,
Then I agree with
will
you.
never get another opportunity again.
I don't know about
Dylan
another.
Gabriel comes back. If Dylan Gabriel comes back to follow, if he's awful, and Dylan Gabriel
Not this
back out-
season. Not this season.
Oh, not ever.
And,
Because that will be on tape. That will be on tape there. You got the chance.
So he
against that
gets one game. Wait. He gets one game and half
fifth rounders.
of second
fifth
half.
rounders have to show out immediately.
Absolutely. Which is why I agree.
They'll never
This
get
is a
another
bit.
chance.
This is his biggest game per like for
up to
like
this
right
moment.
now.
Yeah, up to this moment.
Up to
yeah.
this moment.
This is his biggest
Yes.
game, yeah.
Whatever. Man, when we look back in 5 years from now, I hope we save this episode because if I'm wrong, then future self. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Listen, I'm completely wrong. I'll admit it. But Matt, if we're looking back in 5 years from now and he's actually pretty good, I hope you know.
Now,
Then this was his biggest game ever.
here's the benefit,
Regardless,
Raf.
this was his biggest.
Because there's both
Go.
sides. There's both sides of the coin, right? There's overreacting because if he doesn't play well, he's probably done in the league, right? But yo, if this man throws 300 plus passing yards with 3 touchdowns, do you know the coverage this guy will get? He would be the starter for the rest of this year and next year. Because he would get so much media coverage, and he would for sure lock up. Even if the Browns don't want him, he would for sure lock up somebody else. You know, like lock up for somebody else's team. So
Yeah,
like,
you couldn't have said it better, Jay.
so like
Don't
it's,
get
so
me
listen,
started.
he's got both sides of the sword. Let's see how he does. I'm rooting for him. I want him to do, but I think it's a good story. I don't know if Matt is rooting for him.
Absolutely not. He's not rooting for him. Why would he root for him? He's a clown.
It's not rooting. No, it's not
Clowns,
rooting.
clowns. You pray for downfalls. You're praying for his downfall. I know you are.
I'm not
Okay.
praying for nothing.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
want to be proven right, and when I'm proven right about who Shedeur Sanders is,
Okay. But wait.
that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm saying.
Not so. When you're proven wrong, what are you gonna say? Are you gonna give me another
I'm gonna
excuse, or are
say,
you actually gonna admit
say
it?
I was wrong.
Okay, but I don't want to hear a
I will
skip
say
type
if
of.
Shedeur-
I don't.
if Sh-
Wait. I don't want to say. I don't want to hear another skip type of. Yeah, I was wrong, but you
Okay,
know,
so let's
this happened.
let's create the benchmark. What does he have
Alright.
to do to impress you enough to make sure he's the starter for next week? Let's say Dylan Gabriel's healthy. What does Shedeur have to do to prove to Matt Rod he could be the starter for week 13? I'm sorry, week 13. Yeah.
If he goes out there, completes, I don't know, 62% of his passes, 200 yards, no turnovers, doesn't even need three, maybe a touchdown or two, maybe one in the air, one on the ground, no picks, and I'll be like, okay, let's keep him in there because, to be fair, that is better than what Dylan Gabriel has been doing so far. Even though it's against this awful Raiders defense, I will say that's enough to get him the following week.
Okay, that's fair. Is that fair enough, Raf?
Well, I told you I wasn't listening to him. What did he say?
What was the
I don't listen to haters.
What was the completion percentage again? Let me write this down.
62%.
Okay.
About let's say 200 yards and two touchdowns. Could be one in the air, one on the ground.
Two
in the
TDs
air,
total.
two rushing.
No
two
picks.
TDs total. No picks.
No picks. That's a fair average quarterback right there. And I think that, and I do agree that will earn him his spot for next week.
But J-Rob, why don't we look at it on the other side? If he shits the bed, has 3 turnovers,
He's gonna be a backup. He's gonna be the best. He's gonna be as a backup.
is Raf gonna come out here and say, "Oh, it was his first start, guys"?
Admitting to you guys right now that this is his biggest start up to date,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. And in the same way that I'm saying that he needs to do good, and I believe that he will do good, it's the same way I will admit that he did bad, and he's as prepared as it is. Because at the end of the day, one full week of reps of a first team is enough that you need. Especially if you're a good quarterback. I don't care if you're a 5th round, 4th round, 7th round. I don't care how old are you, rookie or not. You know, Baker Mayfield had how many days in the Rams, and he earned himself that opportunity with the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
This is an audition for Shedeur Sanders, because we don't want him in the Browns at all. That clearly, that team is the New York Mets of the football. Like, you don't want to be there, right?
Yeah.
But this is just an audition for another team, and
Cam,
he has to prove Matthew wrong.
You have to understand, Cam. He's going on saying like one game shouldn't determine him. It's like being a 5th rounder. Like, unfortunately, like, this is what it is, you know. And the little bit we've seen him like in preseason and that one game, it hasn't been great. Like, it hasn't been like a wow. Like, let's see if the guy get the guy a chance. He's being held back. He doesn't look ready. He looks unprepared. So, it's unfortunately it is what it is. Being that a 5th round draft pick, but you got to, you know. If Tom Brady doesn't play well for the New England Patriots, he's not going to be the GOAT, right?
Yep. Well, I don't like the comparison there, J-Ron. Don't.
I'm not calling him
I already
Tom.
see that getting
I'm
to
just
Raf's
saying,
head
I'm
there.
just using it as an example.
Wow.
Okay,
Since-
how about Brock Purdy? Is that better?
Yay. I don't know. We're
Is
better than Brock Purdy
Brock
already.
No, you're
We're better
not.
than Brock Purdy.
Get
We're better than Brock Purdy. But anyways, I love how J-Rod brought up Tom Brady.
what?
So I'm going to connect them 2 times.
Mm.
Not only did Tom Brady take Shedeur Sanders under his wing when he was in Jackson State, Matthew, not in Colorado, not yet. Not when we saw his peak at Colorado, we saw him in Jackson State, took him under his wing, and what team does Tom Brady own? Matthew Rodriguez.
He owns the bum Oakland.
Las Vegas now, yes, but you know, wouldn't that be a nice way to put your wrist up in the air?
While Tom Brady is in the booth doing his other game, is you telling me he's gonna have Shedeur on the phone there just to see what's happening?
Absolutely. He passed on it many times when clearly the Raiders needed a quarterback. So, and one final connection. Tom Brady, when he, you know, I'm just putting information out there. I come here, I write my notes, and I tell you guys this. This is all I'm gonna offer to you guys, right? Tom Brady, when he substituted for Drew Bledsoe, he passed for 46 yards that game. Shadur Sanders, when he subbed in for Dylan Gabriel, he threw 47. The connection is there. We're the GOAT. We're going for the GOAT.
All right, God.
Next segment.
Give me a break.
Next segment.
Oh,
Give me a
sweet.
break.
We could segue into Tom Brady by connecting to who many have compared him to. One
Not even
Patrick
close, by the way.
Mahomes.
Not even close.
And the Kansas City Chiefs, guys, a loss to the Broncos, 22-19. The Chiefs now are an even 500, 5-5 on the year. They dropped to the 9th seed, but the Texans a spot ahead of them, and the Ravens right behind them. J-Rod, are the Chiefs in big trouble here?
Yeah, they kind of are. Listen, I know it looks pretty close when it comes to the standings, but the thing is that all the teams that are ahead of the Chiefs, the Jags right now, the Chargers, the Bills, they all lost. They lost all those games, so they don't have the tiebreaker. Now they can break even with the Chargers later on in the year, and the Chargers don't really look that good. But then you have to worry about winning your games. The Chiefs have the Colts this week, and I think if we were to take a bet here, who do we have more confidence the Chiefs were going to beat? I think we would have all of us would have said Denver, and they lost. So now they're going back to Arrowhead. The Colts are coming off a bye week. I'm not saying the Chiefs can't win that game, but would y'all be shocked if they lost? That'll put them at 5-6. Okay, looking at the schedule, I kind of try to predict what the Chargers will finish at. So going through the Chargers schedule, I gave them 10-7. I gave Jacksonville 9, but they're gonna I gave them 9, maybe 10-7, maybe 9-8. There's some games they can lose there. And Buffalo, they're gonna probably get 11-12 wins. So can Kansas City go 6-1 with the remaining schedule? They still got Denver, they got Chargers, they got the Colts still. I know they play Oakland one more time, so that's a pretty easy game. But
Las Vegas.
they gotta run the table. But this Colts game is this is it. This is probably gonna be and the Colts have to come into Arrowhead with the mentality of we can put Mahomes out of the playoffs. And I think that once that happens, it's gonna open up the floodgates for everybody, and everybody's gonna get this motivation to try to beat the Chiefs and make sure they're not in the dance because you don't want to play them in the playoffs. So it's panic time for the Chiefs.
I won't go full panic just because they're still in it, and it's okay, 5-5. The teams ahead of them, are they really that great? I don't think so. And I think as long as the Chiefs can be there in the end for a chance to make the playoffs, they will be in there. And if they're the 7th seed, they got to run through everybody to do it, and they got to go on the road all these games. I think they could do that because that's just what the Chiefs have shown us that they are these past, 5-6 years.
Yeah.
But it is concerning. They have a top 5 defense. Their offense is top 10, but it's just when the games are on the line, it just doesn't work. Right now, it just doesn't work, and they got everybody healthy on offense. It should be clicking, and it's just not working. Like you said, J-Rod, this game against the Colts is big.
Mm-hmm.
They're favored to win this game against the 8-2 Colts. They're at home. If they lose this game, I think it's over.
Yeah, I think it's a big indicator.
Because
it's a big indicator.
It's losing 3 straight would be detrimental.
If they lose to the Colts and they go 5-6, then after that they have the Chargers, who they lost to, so that's no easy gimme. Oh, sorry, 1 second.
They play Dallas after that.
Sorry, yeah, they play They play Dallas after for Thanksgiving. You know, Dallas high-powered offense. We'll see. Texans, they might probably have that game. Chargers, maybe, but they lost to them. Titans, they probably have. Raiders, they have their final week. But then Denver, week 17. You know, and then there's actually a scenario where the last week of the season, if Denver has the division locked up, they play the Chargers. And it could be a situation that if Denver loses and the Chargers win and it keeps the Chiefs out of the playoffs, would Denver do something like that? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's definitely panic time.
Listen, guys, I understand Mahomes is Thanos. Everyone wants to avoid him going to the playoffs. And Matthew just said it. Top 5 defense, top 10 offense. You're talking about the Chiefs, right, Matt?
Yep.
That's your GOAT. Okay. Opportunistic defense, top 10 offense, but he can't get it done at the end of the games. Yikes. Okay. But you know what? I'm going to be pro Mahomes. I've been pro Mahomes this whole season until proven wrong. Until
You can't even
the
say with a
final
straight
game
face,
says.
bro. You can't even say with a straight
No.
face.
Listen, I took the glasses off. That means I'm not lying.
Okay, you serious? I got you.
Listen. Until the last game of the season, it says the Kansas City Chiefs, for the first time in so years, are not in the playoffs. They're eliminated. Then I'll be like, okay, he's officially out. But listen, guys, listen. The 4th seed is going to go to the Ravens. The Steelers are not going to make the playoffs. The Jaguars are not going to make the playoffs. The Chiefs are going to be the 7th seed. I'm telling you what I know right now. They're going to be the 7th seed. They're going to barely make it.
Tough though. What if?
I'm not saying it's tough, but I'm not saying it's tough. I'm saying that it's going to happen.
Listen, they control their own destiny. So Raph has a point in the sense of like, all they have to do is win out. But the problem is that this Chiefs team, do you have confidence that they're not going to lose another game?
If Mahomes is that guy, like you guys are claiming that he is,
I'm not asking you what we think. I'm asking you what you think.
Look at Jay.
Like,
look at Jay in the back talking about this and that. Listen, Matt, that's your GOAT. That's the guy that you're like begging. Please be better than Brady. Please be better than Brady. These are the type of playoffs that you snoop in. Everybody's like, okay, look, they're the 7th seed, they're the last seed. They shouldn't do good. We'll be back in the Super Bowl.
You're right. In a way, I kind of do want to see. I kind of do want to see the Chiefs get the 7th seed. In a way, get the lowest possible seed, and can Mahomes run through the AFC?
I think
Cam loves to say that it's always an Arrowhead Invitational.
Listen,
what if it's not an Arrowhead?
I can honestly say this has been the most exciting season in a while because, like, even the top teams, there's still flaws. Like, do you really trust Denver and that offense? Do you really trust the Colts? You know what I mean? Buffalo's showing they're not showing quite favor, and there's some good teams that are on the come up. So, like, it's interesting, but get the Chiefs out of there, bro. I'm tired. I don't want to see the Chiefs climb from the 7th seed and make their way to the Super Bowl. I don't want them being one of those New York Giant teams where they die, go away, lose all your games, and that's it.
J-Rod is not a fan.
Matthew, did I just hear New York Giants and Kansas City Chiefs in the same sentence, Matthew?
The Giants were a 6th seed in the wild card and went all the way to win the Super Bowl against your GOAT, okay, that you want to profess over here. So don't come with that nonsense, okay? I think you want to take a step back.
Aaron, if Mahomes does that from the 7th seed and goes and wins the Super Bowl,
it'll be the
equivalent.
It'll be not as difficult, but it'll be the equivalent of LeBron going down 3-1.
I love that. I love the sound of that.
Not as significant, but it would be like one of those things where, like, because people are so focused on it right now that they would compare it to that. I promise you.
I disagree with that massively. That's a bad take, because if I'm looking here at the potential teams that he can face in the AFC
See,
or the
you
NFC.
see, it's always an excuse.
Where's the Golden State? Where's the Golden State here? Where's the Golden State team
Well, if they
came
make it to
back
the
3-1?
if they make it to the 7th seed, that would probably mean that.
Not sure what's left here. J-Rod?
Well, okay. So let's go through the teams right now. Right this second, are you taking the Bills? Or are you taking the Chiefs?
Chiefs.
Over the Bills right now.
In the playoffs? Yes, I'm taking the Chiefs.
Okay, what about
I'm
the
taking Chiefs or
Patriots
Bills
right now?
man.
in the playoffs.
I'm taking Chiefs.
Okay, what about the Colts?
That's my thing, Jay. That's what I'm trying to say. Matthew's always been. This is one thing that Matthew's right about. Ever since Brady retired, Mahomes is the guy that you do it against in the playoffs. Right or wrong, Matthew Rodriguez.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you also
You're naming all these teams. You're naming all these teams that he will whoop. He will go to their stadium and he will whoop their ass.
But this is not the same. This is not the same Kansas City's Chiefs, though. It's not.
Matthew
Last-
on paper right here. Matthew, my notes right here. Matthew, it says Matthew Rodriguez said that the Chiefs have a top 10 offense, and see, I'm saying my notes right here. My notes right here. Top 10 offense.
There's nothing on your
top 5
phone.
defense.
I saw the apps. There's nothing on your phone.
Bro, that's what it literally says in my notes.
There's
right
no
here.
notes.
The
Listen,
Raf will make
So
these
if Matt's saying that the clutch
hold on,
factor is
hold on.
not there, that's not my problem.
Can-
That is not my
Can I ask you a
problem.
question? What Chiefs team is better? Was last year's Chiefs team better? I'm talking about like the talent, or is this Chiefs team supposed to be better, talent wise?
I don't give a damn. Listen, Jay, I'm
they
not
won-
like Matthew. I don't live in the past. I live in the now.
So last year they were winning all those close games, right? And now they're kind of losing all these close games. And now it's kind of balancing out, right? But the thing is, the Chiefs never lost those close games. That's the problem. And now they are. And it's like, it's not the same Chiefs team. And losing to Denver really showed something. They don't lose to Denver, especially when they need it. The division was basically on the line, and they
the
lost.
Best defense in the league, and it's not even close.
Matt, Bo Nix outplayed Patrick Mahomes on that game.
He did.
And so who's to say that Daniel Jones couldn't do it for the one time?
God, here we go to Daniel
I'm
Jones.
just saying. How you have
I
you
can
probably
see
have
what
Bo
you're
Nix,
saying. I can see what you're saying. Yep.
you probably have Bo Nix here and Daniel Jones like right here. Like they're not that far from each other.
I see what you're saying. But right now, J Rod, I know you are what your record says you are, and right now those teams are better. But if push comes to shove, you gotta bet the house on it. In a playoff game against the Patriots.
This guy loves betting. Why you love betting, bro? Stop betting. Stop.
It's on.
Oh, a parlay going on right now. Knicks are
Let
gonna
me-
start. Let's get it on.
Let me ask Raph a question. Would you be shocked if they lost to the Colts?
Yes.
Would you be like floored, like oh my god?
No, but I think they'd still would have a chance.
Okay, so you wouldn't be floored. Okay, would you be shocked if they lost to the Chargers again?
Yes.
Okay, you'll be shocked.
Like,
What if
that'll be-
what if they lost to the Broncos in Denver? No, sorry, it would be in KC. It would be in KC.
Then that's over. Then he's not the GOAT.
But I'm saying, like,
nowhere near the GOAT.
But
Nowhere near the GOAT.
But would you be surprised if he lost?
If that's the guy that you guys are claiming to be the next GOAT, then he should not be losing these games.
But you tell me all the time it's a team game.
No, but you would be surprised. You would be surprised if he lost those games.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
so that's what I'm saying. And
'Cause you-
that's what I'm saying. And it's possible. It's like it's possible. And if he loses those 3 games, there's a good possibility he don't make the playoffs.
And I'm just saying that. Well, that's the thing that these teams need to make sure that he doesn't make the playoffs. But once he makes the playoffs, like I think he is,
He's not.
I think he's gonna be.
They're not. They're
Let
not.
me-
catching
Let me
up.
tell you what Raph is. Let me tell you what Raph is doing, J Rod. Raph is setting this up nicely.
Yeah, of
So that
course.
when they get the 7th seed and they lose in the first round, he's setting this up like
Yeah.
you see.
Or if they don't make the playoffs at all, he's setting it up for simply.
Because right now he's like, oh, all of a sudden he's been pro Mahomes this season. Oh, pro Chiefs, look, I have confidence in them. They've done it every year.
Hey,
Past 6-7 years.
I gotta give respect where it's due, right? I gotta give respect where it's due, right?
Yeah, but it's a team game. You're the one
He's
that tells
waiting.
me-
He's waiting.
You're the one that tells me it's a team game, and Mahomes can't do it by himself. And I'm saying the Chiefs team is not there.
Interesting. Matt says that he's waiting because Matthew was just doing that with Shadur Sanders earlier. Don't you think that, J Rod? Wasn't he just saying? Wasn't he just saying that? Oh, a runner-up Heisman Trophy winner, who was the man in Colorado. He should be doing this against the Raiders. He should be doing that. Wasn't Matthew just doing that right now? Oh, but now it's because it's Mahomes, and that's his daddy.
You cannot bring up.
Can I bring up Shador and Mahomes in the same breath, my guy? So
I think J Rod just brought up Giants and Chiefs in the same breath. What do I know? My notes right here.
They're both Super Bowl champions.
My notes right here. J Rod said this.
They both won Super Bowls this century. In this millennia, they won Super Bowls.
Michael did too. Trust me.
All right, so I'm just saying. So don't act like the Giants never been up there. Don't act like that. Why are we talking about the Giants? There's no reason to talk about the Giants.
When was the last time they were up there? Actually, yikes.
I don't want to talk about
Let's talk about a team that has never won this century. That has never won. Period.
Go ahead, Matt.
Let's talk about the Buffalo Bills, guys.
Yes.
Buffalo Bills with a big win against J-Rod as he nicely walks off the set.
Of course he does.
Talking about his guy, Baker Mayfield. He walks off the set. A big win. And there he is. A big win against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, J-Rod.
Yes.
Your Buccaneers.
My Buccaneers, yep.
44-32. Became a shootout. And Josh Allen said, hold on. This is what I can do. 6 touchdowns, 3 in the air, 3 on the ground. Raf, did this Bills win prove something to you?
Josh Allen's a stat patter. That's what I think about him. I don't really think that much of him. Honestly, I'm watching the game at work because obviously it was very slow that day at work, and I'm thinking like, yo, what are these passes like? These interceptions were terrible, and then Baker Mayfield was mid. Like that's the type of game that you guys expect from Shadur Sanders this week. But listen, Josh Allen, it was nice. Some of those touchdowns I won, they were nice. But at the end of the day, like this guy, oh my god, this guy's a stat pattern at heart. This guy's not good, and when push comes to shove and the pressure's really on him, he's gonna fold once again. Matthew Rodriguez.
I go.
Look,
Matt,
I agree. I'll go here. I'll go. I'll let you have the floor. This is your guy, Baker, and you have faith in. I'll go here. Look, I somewhat agree with Rav. I've never been a Josh Allen guy from day one. I've said him and Lamar, not those guys. Never will be those guys. And as long as the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes are breathing and playing football in the AFC, they will never make a Super Bowl. They want to get into shootouts with teams. They want to be the Kansas City Chiefs so bad. So bad. They have built their teams year in and year out to beat the Chiefs. And it won't work. It won't work. But it's a solid win for them. They needed it. I'll give you that.
Where's yours, Jay?
Guys, come on. We have to start giving some respect to the greats, bro. What are we doing? What are we doing? 6? Are you talking about 6 total touchdowns? Are you talking about 3 passing, 3 on the ground? Something that's never been done since I think 1960s, 1970s. Okay.
Shout out Otto Graham.
Thank you. I knew his name was Otto. I didn't remember his last name, so I didn't want to shout him out. Appreciate that. Raph, mid stat padding, 44 points. They won by 12. It wasn't like he was up by like 21 and he was still throwing touchdowns in the game. He needed every single one of those touchdowns to win the game. And I know the Baker Mayfield MVP thing is dead. It was a good run when I had it. But Baker Mayfield putting up 32 points, that doesn't make him mid either. It was a good game. Both teams showed like they were going to, they kind of was smack talking a little bit. And I thought the weather might have played factor. And they scored more points than I thought. But come on, guys. We got to give Josh Allen his flowers, bro. 6 touchdowns. You would take him. If Shador has 6 touchdowns, you wouldn't shut the F up about it, Raph. So I don't want to hear this nonsense.
Hey, Matthew.
About
what year Shador in? And what year is Josh Allen in?
Bro, let's be real. When we're doing this podcast 10 years from now and Shador Sanders has a 7 or 6 touchdown game, I'm not gonna say anything about it because you didn't give Josh Allen his credit. I don't care if he does it 5 years
Josh
from now.
Allen, to be fair, Josh Allen is coming off an MVP season, which he won, right or wrongly. I mean, we expect this. We expect the
You
Bills
expect
to
6
be. The Bills
touchdowns?
should be better. Not 6, but it should be 3, 4 every week. That's who Josh Allen is supposed to be.
Do y'all know how
This
hard-
season so far, the Bills have not been
Matt,
that. Josh Allen has not been that.
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
They're not winning their division. I mean, it's just, it is what it is.
Matt, you're a Jets fan. You would take 6 touchdowns from your quarterback right now. I'm not hearing anything from you. This is just being. I get it. Listen, I understand. When it comes to the playoffs, Josh Allen hasn't got it done. And when we look at him now, it's hard not to see that. It's hard to just see this regular season darling who can't get it done in the playoffs. I understand that. But let's not act like Josh Allen is this mid-tier quarterback. He's the second best quarterback in the league right now. He's the second best. Whoa, sorry. Whoa. I'm sorry. I would say Matthew Stafford's having a better season than him this year. But right now, if you were to pick your season going forward, who would you choose? Would you choose Josh Allen or would you choose Matthew Stafford? Right now, going
Or
forward.
Drake. I'm taking Drake May right now over Josh Allen right now.
That wasn't an option. That wasn't an option.
What
And
about this season?
be careful with Drake May. Okay, what happened?
I'm going on base this year. I'm talking about this year.
No, I'm
this
saying-
year. I'm not talking about.
I'm saying be careful with Drake May. Okay, because what happened to Jaden Daniels this year after having that great rookie year? That sophomore
injuries.
slump is real, bro.
Yeah, the
Before the
injuries.
he was trash, bro. He was not playing well. He wasn't playing like he was playing the year before.
He was playing mid.
He was playing mid.
He was playing mid.
So, listen, they're not winning the division. You're right, but are we gonna sit here and act like the Bills can't win a playoff game? Are we gonna sit here and act like if the Bills got to the AFC Championship game, we would be like, that was
They're
that was
gonna win a
shock.
playoff game or two until Big Daddy comes and
Big Daddy's not gonna be in the playoffs. He's not gonna make it.
There it is. But
I said that. I'm sorry. I gotta make that clear. The last segment. The Chiefs aren't making the playoffs. They have indicated nothing to me with this
There it
team
is.
to show that they can win 6 games straight. I don't see it.
There it is.
What are you doing, Matt?
On record, in my notes, it's there. Chiefs will not make the playoffs from J-Rod. Week 10.
I'm standing
There
on
it
it.
is.
I'm standing on it, and we'll see. We'll see, but I haven't seen anything this season that would indicate otherwise.
Our boys, well, how about we get to another one of J-Rod's teams? A couple of his teams, one that he hates and one guy that he loves. The Eagles and the Detroit Lions. A slugfest of mid that just occurred on Sunday Night Football. That's what I saw. The Eagles barely 16-9 win over the Lions. Jared Goff did not look good. The Eagles 8-2 now. While Detroit drops out of a playoff spot. J-Rod, tell me, was this more about the Eagles win or the Lions loss?
I think it's more about the Eagles, and I think you guys will agree with me on this sense. The Eagles make every team that they play look like this. I love football. I love playing football with you guys. I love playing Madden. I love watching it. The Eagles make me not want to do football at all. It is one of the worst games to watch, and their defense is so elite that it makes offenses look just as bad. Now we know that Jared Goff's weakness is pressure, and it popped up again. I'm not making any excuses for him.
Oh,
He played awful. I'm not making excuses for him. He played awful. He was missing throws. He couldn't hit St. Brown. You know, the defense had him rattled. I'm not going to sit here. He was seeing, like Sam Darnold said, he was seeing ghosts. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and defend. I cannot defend Jared Goff today. I cannot defend him today. Okay, I will say that the Eagles are one of the toughest defenses out there, and he didn't have his tight end in Laporta, which is his kind of his safety valve. And it was kind of one of those weird games where Jared Goff just couldn't get it over the defensive line. 5 batted passes. Like, how often does that happen in a game? So, again, no excuse. Bad loss. Detroit needs to get their shit together because they're out of the playoffs right now. And the Bears, are they right now ahead of the North. Minnesota looks like they're going to be a tough out. Green Bay's obviously still there. So, yeah, it's kind of dangerous, but I have faith that the Bears will take care of the teams in their division, so I think they'll catch up and be back in the playoffs.
J-Rod, you cannot be serious.
What? What did I say? What did I say?
This is clearly about the Lions' loss and Jared Goof striking again, because that's just who he is. And J-Rod, you come out here every week and you say, oh, he doesn't play well under pressure. I'm sorry. When the pressure gets to him, you're talking obviously, with the lines and the defensive line. But is that not what's going to happen in the playoffs? On top of the fact that there's pressure to win these games, is pressure not coming? And you're telling me, oh, he doesn't play well under pressure? Well, and you're just a guy. Raph is over here. You're just a guy at that point.
So are you?
Because you think Jared Goff is a top 10 quarterback, and you're telling me he doesn't play good under pressure.
But is
he top 10
but
quarterback?
is he the only one that once they get pressured they go haywire? Like, all right, we're not going to top 10 quarterbacks right now, but like if he's like number 10, 11, 12, he's somewhere there. Like, when he gets protected, he's pretty accurate with that football, and he can sling that ball. I'm just saying, teams make matchups.
Think that the Lions are a legitimate, like, they can go and win the Super Bowl?
I mean, listen, right now, no.
Jared Goff is their quarterback, and that's been your reasoning. Look, he's a great quarterback. This is a great team.
No.
They can get it done.
No. I didn't say he was the reason they would win. I said you could win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff. That's what I said. You can win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff with this Detroit team. Now look, they look like shit. I'm not gonna lie, they didn't look great against the Eagles, but I mean, no team has looked great against the Eagles. Kansas City scored 20 points. The Rams lost 26 points. Dallas only 20 points. Denver, they only scored 21 points. 10 points.
The Giants were 34.
They held Green Bay to 7 points. Like, they're doing this to all these teams. I think you guys would agree that Jordan Love is better than Jared Goff, right?
I would say, yeah.
He scored more points against that Eagles defense than Jordan Love did.
Quietly.
So I'm
Jordan Love has no receivers on that team.
Golden's not a good receiver. He's not a good receiver.
Wait, okay, Matthew Golden has like 200 yards on the season. Not even. I mean,
is that his fault?
Come on.
Is that his fault? I mean, what weapons did Jordan Love have when he was putting up all those numbers before?
Yeah, he was Jordan Love. He's just better.
So what is he now? Jordan Ass? What, am I missing something? Did he change his name or something, bro? Like,
you got you there, man. You got you there, bro.
We're comparing mid here. We're comparing mid.
Right, but what I'm saying is like is Patrick Mahomes mid?
No.
Well, he held him to 17 points.
Well, we can talk about stuff.
but you came in. You said, "Oh, Sam Laporta was hurt. He needs a safety blanket." Wait, I think you have Amon-Ra St. Brown there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
I think you have Jameson Williams.
Are you gonna?
I'm not sure what's left here.
Do the Eagles have one of the top 5 defenses in the league?
No, top 10, not top 5.
What about that defensive line? They're not putting this shit together in that defensive line.
It's a great
defense. It's a great defense. Why do you think the Eagles win these games? We talked about how lackluster the Eagles' offense is. How do you think they're winning these games?
But you've been telling me that the Lions look at their offense go. They
No,
can
I
beat
got
these.
you. But I was including Laporta in there. Is Laporta not a good tight end? Is he not one of the top 3 tight ends in the league?
Laporta is changing.
Whoa! Time out.
What?
Matthew Rodriguez. I'm pretty sure the first thing this guy was saying, my unk right here was saying.
Yo, bro. No. Don't call me Unc. We're not starting that shit yet. I'm still under 30. We're not doing that shit. Raph said he was going to start doing that. Nope, not yet. I refuse.
Listen, Matt. I'm pretty sure Jay was saying the first thing he said, I'm not one to make excuses. I'm not trying to make excuses.
I'm just explaining.
Matt, I think he said at least 3 back-to-back excuses.
Raph,
Safety blanket.
we gotta talk to the
Motel
people.
6 Motel 6 wasn't open, so he didn't get his rest that night. This and that. I'm just hearing excuses,
Raph,
Matthew.
we gotta talk to the people. We gotta explain what's going on. We gotta put details on what it is. You know what I mean?
I'm not sure what's left here, Jay.
Sam Laporta is their third leading receiver this season.
Yeah, it's just
It's Sam Laporta. So that's gonna change. That's gonna change the swing of.
No, I'm not saying
games
it's
that
shit,
much.
but I'm saying that if you have one of the best defenses, you would want all your weapons, and he didn't have it. Is Laporta a significant part of the offense?
Jay, listen. Wait. Say that one more time.
Is Laporta a significant part of the offense?
No. Before you said that, you said something.
The Eagles' defense is tough.
No. He said, Matthew, that if you want to do against a good defense, you have to have your guys, right?
Yeah.
That's not always the case when the big games happen.
No, I said.
Let's be honest.
I said when you're going against one of the best defenses, you want all your guys. That's what I said. You want all your guys. You're right. It's not gonna always happen.
Wait.
That's why I'm making excuses. They lost. They played awful. They lost. There's no excuses for it. I'm not
But
saying.
Jay, you can't be telling me, yeah, they lost. They lost. They lost.
I'm giving you.
You're giving me
I'm
excuses.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying one of the reasons that they lost was because maybe not having Laporta, but that's not an excuse. You next man up, right? Next man up. That's it.
Yes.
It is what it is. We're not making excuses for the Chiefs having injuries.
Might be
early
Matthew next
season.
week in Turkey Bowl. It's next man up for him. Yes. Yes, exactly.
It's you know what I'm saying. So I just listen. Are you guys saying the Lions aren't making the playoffs?
Where do you get this
No, I'm just
from,
asking.
bro?
I'm just asking.
I'm saying they're not going to be shit in the playoffs. That's what I think.
Okay, so
they're not going to be shit.
Do you still got them making the playoffs?
I'm not sure what's
I
left
would
here.
say
Sure.
I would say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to make the playoffs.
I would say yeah.
Okay.
But is it? I mean, they had the best record in the NFC last year.
Okay. So
It could be a 7 seed this year.
But
I mean,
if they played, let's map out the playoffs right now for the Detroit. Besides the Philly, who you think can beat the Lions? Like for a fact,
Los Angeles-
like Matt, like you said,
Los
put money on
Rams.
it.
Los Angeles Rams.
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 I agree. Oh, you agree? You say Rams? Okay,
Yeah.
Rams. Rams is a pretty good one. How about the next one?
Bears are trash. I'm not going to lie.
it's tough. It's tough. They're all toss-ups though, because
That's-
from what I've seen with the Lions, they're all toss-ups.
They're not tossed up
No.
when it comes to
on
the
paper.
division.
On paper, did we think that Washington was going to beat the Lions last year?
No.
No?
We didn't think we can beat
No.
them.
Did we think the Washington? No,
No.
not at all. Nobody.
No, but did anybody expect Washington? But it's just the thing, like that's what gets me upset because everybody's like, nobody thought Washington was gonna beat the Lions. Washington made it to the NFC Championship. That means they beat 2 other teams to get to that spot. So like,
And they still didn't think, but the Lions were the 13, 14 win team.
No, you're right, but it was just they ran into a buzzsaw. They ran into a hot team. Like it happens. Like trust me, I know. Giants fan here. We weren't a good team. We just had a hot streak, and we just went. So sometimes just run into a buzzsaw. That's it.
Oh, buzzsaw. Am I? Wait.
Also, the defense.
about
Want to talk about defense injuries? Want to talk about defense injuries?
Maybe I have the wrong AirPods.
What's about the defense, Matt? How many people? The list was so big it took up half the TV when they posted it on Fox. That's how much injuries they had. They had to turn the page on injuries on Fox channel because there was so much injuries on defense.
Yep.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Good. You good?
I had to change my AirPods because what I just heard was
Oh my god, bro.
some crazy stuff. So because you ran into a buzzsaw, that's your excuse to number one seed to lose,
An
right?
excuse, bro. It was awful. It was awful. They sucked. Like it was like Detroit was deflated. They should have. That was
Yeah.
their one.
Why aren't you telling me that first that they sucked before telling me that you said that they faced a buzzsaw? I want to hear that first. That they
Why? It doesn't
sucked.
matter. It doesn't matter what order I put it in, as long as I say both
Yes,
of them.
because the
we good.
buzzsaw, that's an excuse.
Nah.
That's an
As long
excuse.
as I say it, I just gotta mention it. I can
Well,
mention it at the end of my.
let me ask you this, J-Rod. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
If the Lions end up as the 7th seed, do you see them making the NFC Championship game?
I mean, they're probably gonna run into Philly, right? And you know, we saw what happened, so probably not. You know, probably not.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I don't expect them to be the 7th seed. Cause I expect them to be. They'll probably win the division. To be honest, you trust the Bears?
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with the Bears. Listen, wait. I'm getting sick and tired of these Bears. Oh my God, the luck that they have, every single win they have is so lucky now.
It's like
I'm getting tired of this.
It's like the Minnesota team, like with Kirk Cousins, like 3 years ago.
Oh my God, I
that?
keep tuning into these games, and like the last drive or last thing is like they get lucky with these like field goals. You can see Caleb Williams. He look at the he looks at the field goal. He's like, "Please God save me." He goes in and he's like, "We're back."
So it's like so exactly. So the Bears winning by the skin of their teeth. Green Bay just gave up 20 points to the Giants. That's basically to Jameis Winston and the Giants. That's basically they gave him like 40 to a regular team. So, you know, and they almost lost that game. If it wasn't for an amazing catch by Watson over the head top of my secondary, who doesn't know what an interception or defense is, bro. Obviously.
Won that game if it wasn't for
I'm just
here we go with another excuse.
I'm just explaining, bro. I'm
This
not
is
making
getting out of
excuses,
hand.
bro. I'm just explaining.
Matt, what's going on with Jay? This
I'm
is
just
this is
explaining.
character.
Listen, guys. It's been a rough season for me. Okay, rough.
All I know, J-Rod's two guys, Jared Goof and Baker Mayfield.
They
J-Rod thought they were going to
they're
be
not
1 and 2
playing
in
well. They
MVP
lost.
votes.
Yeah. It's not looking. I had a bad week. What can I say? It
And
happens.
since talking about bad weeks, let's transition to a bad week of the start of Monday Night Raw. Matthew Rodriguez, Cena fan. What do you think about Cena's final Raw saying, wait, what did he say? What did he say again? That's all she wrote. I love you.
That's all
See
she
you.
wrote.
Mhm.
That's all she wrote. Guys, I was excited for this Monday Night Raw. I was excited that John Cena was going to be in the world's most famous arena here in New York City one final time, the final Raw ever. John Cena. He starts the show. Crowd is hyped. Cena's about to say a great speech here. He lets 2 words out before Dom comes on and interrupts. And I'm like, man, we couldn't at least let him finish a few sentences. It's his final promo that he's ever going to give.
I don't think that. I don't think that. I think final match. Yes.
I mean, when is he gonna say? Like, when is he gonna speak again? When he after his retirement
13th of
match?
December.
After his
yeah.
retirement match?
No. Yeah.
So
probably.
what's the promo there? The promo for what? For
Goodbye.
The
Goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Yeah.
That's not a promo. That's a goodbye.
But
This is a legit-
Oh, so you say? Oh,
I'm also
okay,
saying like in
a
the future though, like
conversation.
he'll come back and he'll like do promos with like wrestlers.
Almost for what?
Just-
promos
just-
for. I mean,
just to
no,
come- yeah.
I mean promo. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about.
I know. Yeah.
J-Rod.
Yes. I know what you mean. Yes.
This is. I'm here all excited. Dom comes out. The crickets. Because I heard crickets when Dom came
Nah,
out.
they
I
booed
heard
the shit
no
out of
pop.
him.
I didn't hear anything. Maybe my TV was on mute. I'm not sure.
Boys,
It might have been on mute because I heard. I had my TV on. I heard.
moves.
Whatever. Dom goes out there. He says, he wants a rematch, and it was just so like not put together the right way. It was just like Dom says, "I want a rematch." Dom says, "Let's do it right now." Then Dom says, "No, we're gonna do it in San Diego." Cena says, "Okay, I'll do it over there," and that's it.
Yeah.
And then the Judgment Day come, like it was just no togetherness there. Then the Judgment Day comes out, and then here we get Sheamus and Rey Mysterio, J Rod's guy. We get
That was cool.
we get a 6-man tag, and they all hit finishers, and John pins JD McDonough. JD McDonough. What could be the final win of John's career? It was against JD McDonough.
That's gonna be a trivia question. Who was the last person John Cena beat on Monday Night Raw? JD McDonough.
Could have. I mean,
When he beats Gunther, we're not gonna say that, but all right.
it's just I wasn't excited with that. I don't know what you guys thought. Just not for me because I wanted Cena to go out there and make right if Dom faced him that night, okay, and then I wanted John to come at the end of the show maybe and be like, something that he could be in War Games. He's never done it before.
That would have been a pop for the century.
But go ahead, guys. What do you guys think of the opening segment there?
Me? All right. Listen, Rav. I mean, Matt. I agree to an extent. I think the 6-man tag, as much as I love Ray, that's my guy. I think it was unnecessary. I think giving Cena one proper one-on-one with somebody. I thought for a split second it would be Penta and Ray, and then John Cena would have done the Juan Cena with the luchador mask. I thought that shit would have been kind of funny, but it should have been one-on-one. It sucks. He's probably not going to be in the War Games match. I have this 10% hope that maybe he does something crazy and comes out at the end, like maybe Jimmy gets hurt or whatever before, and they had to find a fifth, and he just like makes the save after his match. The one thing we talked about was like, oh, he's probably gonna lose to Dom. Like he's probably gonna lose. So if he loses to Dom, and then 2 weeks later he loses his final match, that's gonna leave a bad taste. At least for me, it's gonna leave a bad taste in my mouth that John Cena lost both his matches. So I don't know how they get out of this. It was kind of cool to see like the 2010 guys, like they all like were kind of running WWE back then, to see them like give one back hoorah. But I agree with Matt. I kind of wanted something a little bit more. I think there was two. I think maybe they didn't. If they do plan to do the Cena thing, they didn't want to do it in MSG because there was just so many pops. Like you have Brock and Roman. Having Cena have kind of been like overkill. You want to kind of save them, but it would be disappointing if John Cena's not in the War Games. I thought that would have been fire. He's never done one. You know what I mean? Like it would have been like one more feather in his cap, but. Final Raw, it was, I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of like, damn, like, this is it, like, 2 more dates, and that's it, packing it up, not gonna see him anymore, so, I was expecting more.
I'm gonna say something bold here that you guys are not gonna agree with at all. When Cena loses to Dom, I have now changed my opinion, and we're gonna all watch Cena's last match together. We're all gonna watch it. And the whole world's probably gonna think he's gonna lose, but guys, I think he's gonna win that match, bro.
Who do you think?
Call me crazy.
Who do you think he's gonna beat?
I think he's gonna beat Walter. I think he's gonna beat him, bro. I really do think, Jay. I think he's gonna beat him, bro. I know it sounds crazy, but I just feel that this like, especially oh my god, when he beat Jevon Evans, that shit. Bro, Matthew, you want to talk about crickets? That was crickets, bro.
Yeah, it was quiet.
I didn't hear a damn soul.
Nobody said
I didn't hear a damn soul, bro. By the way, Jevon Evans is a future. He's a future, by the way. He's crazy. He's nice, right? But in terms of, I agree. I wanted what Matthew said. I definitely wanted Cena to be a part of the War Games match, but since they're strictly doing this because of like the Dom and like Cena being for the Intercontinental Championship, I mean, I guess I guess like sure, lose to Dom, give him the win against Cena, but listen, I feel like they messed up Cena's whole heel run. They messed up this whole retirement tour. They could have like, you know what I mean? Like they could have like juiced it up Let him lose to Dom, but he could have been also to the War Games match too. Like you should put all the eggs in the basket for Cena, but clearly not. But in all honesty, I'm not mad at it. I like, Sheamus is an old rival. He has a lot of history with Mysterio too, so I'm not mad at it. Of course,
I told Raph this. I would have rather we got a triple threat with Sheamus and Ray, but then Raph said Sheamus is in the tournament.
Honestly, that would have been fire. Like fuck the tournament. Let's just do a triple threat right now for the IC title. That would have been fire.
Yeah, something like that. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I just feel like Cena is to blame also for this because he's not the type of guy that wants all that attention on him. I didn't care if this whole year was based on Cena. Like if he was the WWE champion from January all the way till he retired. Like I was okay with it. But he's just not that guy. He's just always giving back.
And clearly your GOAT Cody hasn't done anything for that championship. But what do I know?
Raph, there's no need for the strays. We weren't even talking Cody Rhodes. And
Matthew, what do I know?
What do I
know?
There was no reason Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is your quarterback. Remember that.
My quarterback. I think my quarterback came and is he's called the Beast Slayer. That's my quarterback, the Beast Slayer.
He's the defensive end, bro. Maybe.
Stop it. They were chanting OTC. Oh my God, they were chanting his name.
All right, that's for over-the-counter medication. That's what I know. OTC.
Oh, okay. How was that over-the-counter medication when Brock did that backflip with that Superman punch? How was that, huh?
He got ran off.
But Jay, finish what you were gonna say, and then we're gonna talk about the War Games match.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think Cena just wants to give back to the younger guys. That's why I have a hard time of like. Everybody's convinced it's Gunther, so maybe I'm just not seeing something. When he says young guy, I'm thinking Gunther being a 2-time World Heavyweight Championship. If he beats John, I'm not gonna feel like, oh, he's unstoppable now. Like if he would have beat John in the middle of the year, I would have been more convinced than the end, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because he wouldn't have won the world champion, or he would have been world champion and beaten Cena. That'd have been more of a statement. But now that he's already kind of established, beating Cena to me is kind of just like, okay, cool, but it's not going to push you over the edge or make you any bigger than you are.
Yeah. Just a little disappointing beginning of the show. But how about the ending of the show?
Cinema.
Phenomenal. Just phenomenal. We get the Vision out there. Paul Heyman's guys introduces them. Then we get a whole choir, everybody sing along theme, which is just garbage. I just can't stand it when they do that. And here comes Cody Rhodes like a fucking geek. It's just garbage. They all line up there.
Make your point. There's no reason to bring this.
Then they're brawling out there, and Punk hits Logan Paul, and we're gonna get to go to sleep. And holy hell, here comes Brock. And the Beast Incarnate is unleashed in the Garden, and he destroys
Hades in human form.
He destroys CM Punk with suplexes on his head.
Yeah, that first one.
Then Cody Rhodes gets up in there and he says, Brock, hit me, look at me and hit me. And Brock smiles like there's no way this bastard is going here and doing that.
He was so hyped when he hit that fucking suplex. That scream he let out was like,
hey, I know Matt felt that in his heart, in his fucking veins.
I let out the same scream.
In his head,
leveling up.
In his head, he just crossed Cody up and hit a 3 in his grill. That's what he just did. Because, bro, that scream he let out.
But that hang time, that
shit was fire,
the first. Yo, that was tough.
That shit was fired. I would have screamed like that too.
Destroyed Cody Rhodes, 2 suplexes. Brock is standing tall. Shakes. Paul Heyman's doing the Brock little shuffle there. And then here comes Roman Reigns. Brock is shocked. He walks down to the ring. Brock's looking around. And for part 95, Roman Reigns is there in the middle of the ring with the stare down with Brock Lesnar. I got chills because it's been chills for the last decade. It's just, it is what it is. At the end of the day, it's not Cody Rhodes. It's not Jey Uso. It will always be Brock and Roman. Guys, I need thoughts. This is the War Games now, official 5-on-5. I need thoughts on this.
Yo, honestly, is this the most star-studded War Games, at least for the WWE so far? Would you say?
It is.
It's gonna be good. You know, people get really mad with the Roman Brock thing, and I think it's gotten to a point where we can all have listen, yes, it ran really long, but we're past that now. We're done with that. This is still something that brings back memories. Like, they first met in 2015. That was 10 years ago, bro. Like, I was in fucking high school still. So, like, just, like, seeing them face-to-face again, like, knowing, like, they don't have to talk. No need for promos. They already said what they had to say. They just know when we see each other, it's all the smoke because we don't like each other. I don't care if you're with Paul Heyman, not with Paul Heyman. We don't like each other. We're going to duke it out. And it just brings, it's like when you see Rock and Austin. We've seen that shit so many times, but if they were to walk into a ring together right now in 2025, we would lose our shit because it's that rivalry. They're up there. It's the Cena Orton thing. So I can't wait. I really hope that Cena somehow finds his way into this because it would be the greatest War Games Survivor Series ending ever. It would put a real, like, happy, like, give the crowd what they want. Real quick, I need to ask Matt and Raph. You can answer this after you give your soliloquy. Matt, does Brock go in the cage to wait? Or does he come out number 5 during his entrance?
I'm going to say he comes out number 5.
Okay. That's what I think so too.
Just maybe years ago he would have come out 1. I think he comes out 5. And just destroys immediately. I think his whole team is down there losing. And then he just picks everybody up and just throws them off the cage. I mean, I'm excited.
I can't imagine Brock being locked up in a fish in like that little ass cage and then remember, it's Drew McIntyre, it's Bronson Reed, it's they got big dudes in there, bro. Like, it's just gonna be a bunch of big dudes.
Bro, Brock is gonna be sitting down like Roman did all those years. He's gonna be sitting down, bro.
Either Brock starts or Brock doesn't come out until it's his time.
Oh, Brock is not starting. He has no stamina for that. Brock has a quick.
But is Brock gonna wait in a?
That's what I'm saying. Is Brock gonna wait
cage there, or is he gonna break that shit open?
Yo, could you imagine? He doesn't wait his time. He just breaks that shit down.
Yo, that'll be fired. That'll be fired.
Oh,
but what I was gonna say is that it's crazy that I didn't even mention to you guys in the chat, but this is deadass the same War Games lineup of last year, but instead of Sammy, it's literally Cody, right? And then last year it was also Bronson Reed on the other side against the Bloodline, right?
Yeah.
So now this is the most star-studded lineup ever between both teams. You gotta think about it. Last year, obviously you had the Bloodline with CM Punk, but the other side you had Solo in them. Like,
yeah.
Who the hell are they?
Yeah.
And then the year before that, you know, you had CM Punk. No, sorry. You had Jay, Seth, Cody. Who else they had in the faces?
Sammy, Jay, Seth, Cody, Sammy
and Randy.
Randy, yep.
Yeah.
And then you got the Judgment Day and Drew McIntyre again.
Yeah.
These guys are always in there, you know. But now this is like Avengers versus like the real bad guys, and I really like it. However, you guys didn't touch on this, but I want to touch on it that there's a lot of like, you know, bad blood in between like the groups and stuff, right? And you know, we can potentially see a Braun Breaker Brock tease for Mania, Matt. We can possibly see that, you know. We can also see, you know, a possible Roman and Punk for Mania. That's what I think is gonna happen. I think
that's your Mania.
That's my Mania. I think Punk versus Roman. Yeah, they clearly can't stand each other, and I think that's what's gonna happen. I think that the heels are going to win this year around because of a mistake that the face is going to make. I think that that Braun is going to spear someone in half, like literally in half, and then he's going to cover them, and then Brock is going to like whoever's trying to like. I think it's gonna be Roman trying to break up the pin, and Brock is gonna pick him up and fucking suplex him off of that, and they're gonna win. I really think they're gonna win, but I do want to see in this match because we're already in November, and then obviously the Royal Rumble's in January, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do want to see that some of these storylines picking up more and quicker. I want to see. Yeah.
Usually, War Games is setting up for like the future feuds for the new year. So it's funny you bring up somebody messing up on the face side. What if it's not a mess up? So I had this thought process because I was like, I think the faces are gonna lose, right? That's why Brock got Superman punch because he's not losing War Games. I feel like somebody might turn, and I think it might be Jay. And I think because Roman's pushing him to be this independent, on your own, fuck everybody, worry about yourself character, that I feel like he's gonna bite him in the ass, and I feel like he's gonna join the Vision. Now I don't, because the reason I say this is because if they really do care about Jey Uso, having him lose to CM Punk and kind of like not care about the world title, as if he was so obsessed with it that he literally turned on his own brother, and now he's just like, oh. Yeah, I'm cool with it. Like, whatever. Like, I'll team up with you and do War Games. That shit doesn't sit right with me. I mean, it could be poor character development, too, and they just forgot about it. Like, hey, Jay, just do this. But it's it's out there. It's a possibility that he turns.
I definitely agree with that. I definitely feel that the last two, the last two War Game matches have been so predictable that is obvious that the faces are going to win and how they're going to win. Obviously, you had Randy, he RKO'd Matt's guy, JD McDonough, the owner of John Cena, obviously. And then you had Cody Rhodes, he Crossroads to, I think, Damian Priest that year. Mm-hmm. Easy. They were going to win. Then you have last year, everybody beats the hell out of Solo. Roman spears them, 1, 2, 3, they win. That's too obvious, right? You're right. Matter of fact, I don't even want a face mistake. I actually want a heel turn. I don't want a heel turn. That would be nice.
I will say, J Rod, having Cena in the War Games, I'm gonna say you're at a 10%. I think it was like a 5%, but there's still a chance for me. I somehow see it. Just because, guys, Jimmy Uso, in my mind, is eating that pinfall. That's the only reason that he's there, is to eat the pin. That's just because there's no reason for him to be there.
But then,
I don't think so.
What storytelling does that do? Beating Jimmy? What storytelling?
Because you don't want anybody else. So these are your top.
I disagree, Matt. I disagree. I think it's a higher chance that Cody would take a pin before Jimmy does.
And who's Cody taking a pin from?
Like, imagine
from Drew. I think he's from Drew.
I think.
And what is that setup?
I think Brock is taking the pin. I'm sorry. I think Brock is pinning. Sorry, no.
Oh.
I think Brock is pinning Punk. And I think they're setting up Punk Brock at Mania. That's what I think. And I think that's why they're in the chair together.
You know what? Honestly, that's a great point. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Matt, but that's a great point because why would CM Punk be in the ring and not Cody Rhodes in the ring first? You know what?
I think a great point. I think Jay turns, spears Punk, and then maybe they do maybe not Brock, maybe like a Logan Paul or somebody pins him, like somebody that they don't want to really pin. But I think they're trying to set up Brock and Punk for Mania, at least Rumble. Maybe not Mania, but at least like one of those pay-per-views. Like I think in Saudi, he's gonna be in Saudi because the Rumble's in Saudi Arabia. Brock Lesnar's gonna be in Saudi Arabia, so he's got to fight somebody. So I think he fights Punk.
I need Brock in the Royal Rumble. In the Rumble.
You don't want him fighting for the championship?
Yeah, he could do that at Mania. He could win and then night 2 like that. That'd be great for
Wait.
Brock is not winning.
I'm gonna say something right now. And he's not even going to be at night 2, buddy. He's not night 2 material
He's
anymore.
a night
Sorry.
one guy.
He's a
Night
night
one guy.
one guy. I
He's a
think
night one.
entrance on Monday alone.
Do you think?
Wait. What are you talking about? On Monday Night Raw, who had the bigger entrance, Brock or Roman?
Roman
Brock.
got after credit entrance. Roman got credits rolled and then bam. Roman
I don't
came
give a
out.
shit about that.
And the pop
garbage
was
production
wild.
and Brock.
That was so fire. Oh my god, wait. Because like think about it. I was watching in my room, I'm like, if they ended here with just Brock
Triple H
standing over
loves
these
doing
guys,
that shit though.
I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad because it's like, oh, is Roman gonna come next week or he's gonna come in war? I wouldn't be mad.
Yeah.
And then he dabs up Paul, and then here comes the GOAT. And everybody, you gotta think about it. Even before Brock came out, it was a 4v4. Matthew, they were chanting OTC. He's bigger than the program, bro.
I knew he was coming out.
That's
There was no
something.
way he's not coming out MSG. No way he was missing that pop. No, hell no.
Let's go, bro. That.
But look, I do want Cena there because I think Cena makes it. As for look, you guys don't think Jimmy's taking the pin. I think Jimmy's taking the pin just because I think Triple H doesn't have enough guts to have one of his 2 world champions pinned, or having his top guy.
So why did Solo get pinned last year? Why did Solo get pinned? Why did Damian Priest get pinned in those years?
And where's Solo Sikoa now?
He's in the last time his now tournament. That's where he's
He
at.
just beat Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, okay. I see. Does anybody care
No,
about
Matt. Listen. My point is saying that Solo was the leader of that group, right?
he
Damian
took the
Priest
pin.
was the leader of the Judgment Day.
He took the pin.
Those guys, you could have got JD McDonough to take the pin, right? That's the weak link.
I thought JD took the pin.
No, JD took the RKO
Took the thing,
when he
yeah.
jumped off the thing, and then Cody Rhodes picked up what was the guy's name, Priest, and then he crossroads
okay.
him.
Yeah. I mean,
I
yeah,
don't think
but-
it's as easy as it is, Matt.
I mean,
But
listen,
they're not-
Matt, you could be absolutely right, and that's the problem I have with WWE sometimes, that we have these fantasy books, and it's this dull, you're right, it was so simple right in front of our face, and we overbooked it.
Solo and Damian Priest are not what all those guys are.
But
Also,
they were the leaders of the group, though. That's
Also,
what I'm
this
trying to say.
But these are the world champions. Cody and Punk are the world champions right now. Roman Reigns is Roman Reigns.
listen,
Jay is merchandise scope.
we have,
I mean, and then there's Jimmy.
we have one more week.
What were you gonna say, Jay?
We have one more Monday Night Raw. If
Wait, did you just check the calendar?
yeah, yeah, I think that's
You
it.
just checked the calendar.
Yeah. We have one Monday Night Raw and two Friday Night SmackDowns. I just don't. I feel like something has to happen to keep interest in the War Games, right? So like, I just feel like something's gonna happen to Jimmy. I just feel like
You know what?
I just feel like
I
Naomi's
will go
getting
with
to the
that.
point that she's like almost like gonna give birth, and I feel like it's just leading up to him just taking some time off. And remember, they love tsunamiing people, and they're like, and once you get tsunami like 5 times, you out for like a month.
Because I could very well see next week they be like, oh, let's do a 3-on-3, right?
Something,
6-man tag. Somebody if Cena's in there, I think it makes it so much more unpredictable for me.
Yeah, and
Like
it's just
then
fun.
I really won't know if are the heels really gonna win.
Yeah.
If Cena's in there, I don't know that.
But then, like, you can still do like, because Cena it could be easy for Cena to get like knocked out and just stay in the corner, and then you could do like the Jay heel turn on CM Punk, and like that doesn't affect Cena. Cena gets his big pop, he tries to save the day, but then it's like Jay's heel turn was just too much, and then it became a 6-on-4, and then there was no way you could
I
win
like
6-on-4.
I don't like that.
But again, like Raph, I'm saying this. It makes sense. It sounds like a good idea, and it could be Matt's. Matt could be totally right, and it's just, yeah, Jimmy's the weak link, and he's gonna take the pin, which will be ass.
Yeah. My God.
It was so
You can't
ass.
have the Avengers teaming up for that, bro.
It's like the Avengers teaming up, and then the reason they lose the war is because of Hawkeye. You're like, fucking Hawkeye, bro? Really, bro? You couldn't just shoot the fucking arrow straight? You fucking, like, come on. But yeah.
You're
It's
so
gonna-
right.
But yo, bro, it's gonna be fun. CM Brock in 2 cages is gonna be one of the most wild sights ever.
We'll see, boys. November 29th. Almost there. 10 days away. One more Raw left.
Oh,
boys,
man.
anything else we want to talk about?
One thing before we go, guys. One thing. And y'all gonna call me crazy. And I don't care. I had an epiphany, okay? For next year's New York Football Giants, okay?
All right, curtain calls. See you guys. I'm out.
There is a man who has just announced that he is eligible back in the NFL once he
Odell?
serves his 6-game suspension. Hear me
Odell?
out. Odell has unfinished business in New York. He said he loved it there. He said he never wanted to leave. He said he was devastated when he was traded. And I never forgave the organization for getting rid of one of the most electric players ever in NFL history. Okay? Malik Neighbors is there. You have a young, good receiving core. You got a quarterback with swag. You got defenses who would respect you over there. You don't have to be the number 1 receiver. You could be the number 3 receiver and still be productive. You could bring a spark back into that team, Odell, that we have been missing ever since you left. Okay? I would encourage you to give me back the blonde hair, but that's on you. You can do what you got to do. Come back home, Odell. Come back to where you rightfully belong. We're glad that you got your ring. We're happy for you. It's time to come back, retire as a Giant. Let's make this playoff push, man. Let's go. Okay? You're ready. We're ready. We got the QB. We got the defense. We got the receivers. We just need number 13 back in our lineup. Odell, come home. That's all I got to say.
Odell Beckham Jr. played 9 games last year.
He was
Had
underutilized. He was
55
underutilized by a team who
and
didn't
had
care about him
5 yards.
Wait.
because he
Flag on the play.
nobody
Time out.
cared about him.
Wait.
Okay,
Wait. Time out. Matthew, restate what you just said.
Odell Beckham
Right now.
Jr. played in 9 games last year for the
how many
Miami
snaps he
Dolphins.
had?
Wait, Matt, did he play in those games?
He played in those games. He played 9.
Oh my God. Right.
He had a grand total of 55 yards.
What team did he played for? It was Miami. He was with, this is Miami or this is Baltimore?
Miami. With Miami.
What is he supposed to do with that bum tool over there? Okay, what are you supposed to do with that guy? Okay, Matt.
Wait, didn't
blasphemy.
Tyreek lead the receiving the league in receiving yards with Tua?
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
I'm not saying Odell's Tyreek Hill. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that right now.
Are you saying?
I'm saying Odell could be a solid number 3 receiver, and he can come home, and it could be a great story, and we would love to have him back. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that if he wants to play in the league,
Odell has not had 600 yards in a season
Matt,
since before COVID.
You shouldn't be talking about Odell because he helped your guy get a Super Bowl. So I don't hear no blasphemy coming from your mouth. Okay.
He ain't wrong.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying pay him $30 million a year. I'm saying just come, be the leader.
Sure, yeah. You want to go and show
That's
Malik
it.
Neighbors how not to do it? I got it.
Whoa,
Tell us,
whoa,
you guys.
whoa,
You can
whoa,
show
whoa.
him on the banana. You can show him on the boat.
Matt, you're not gonna
Before-
sit here
before
and not
playoff.
act like OBJ wasn't that dude. Let's not do that.
Sure. Was he a leader?
When was the last time he was that dude, bro?
Listen, I'm not. Again, he's not gonna be a number 1 receiver, but he clearly has passion. He clearly wants to come back. We've seen receivers have just resurgence. Look what Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is having a resurgence because he has a quarterback behind him. I'm not saying that Jackson Darrell's gonna be as good as Matt Stafford, but that shit helps. And it's a team that's familiar with him, and I'm pretty sure signing with the Giants would just bring back. It's something he would want to make him happy again, and I think that he could be valuable in the New York Giants offense. And I think it would actually help the team morale, and that's more of the point. Having a veteran in there, someone who was immature, left, saw that it was tough, got mature, won a Super Bowl. Now he's coming back and he's trying to achieve the veteran. I don't think that's just a bad idea.
55 yards. 9 games.
I can't.
I think I'll leave it at that.
I can't with y'all.
What a way to leave it at that. I love that. Good stuff, Matt.
OBJ, 6 games, then you come back and be a New York Giant. Let's do it. I got my jersey still there. You might change the number.
You
3,
better burn it. You might burn it. You might burn it. I'm gonna lie.
We're not gonna do this right now, but Odell was that guy. No disrespect to Odell. Anyway, we're not doing that
I
right
hope Odell goes to the Eagles. How about that? How about that, J-Rod? How would you feel
Kill
about
myself. I'm gonna end my life. Boys, great stream, crazy week. Breaking news for Shedeur Sanders. That was great timing. I think I will say before we leave, the Monday Night Raw is kind of the best ones we've seen in a minute.
Absolutely.
So I will say that let's see how they do next week. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Good stream,
that? All right,
boys.
Final
Until next
Verdict
week.
Podcast, number 10.
Yes, sir.
See you, boys.
Damn, I can't
See you.
believe it's 10 already. All right, y'all. Be easy, everybody.
All right. See you.